baby.
Welcome back to the podcast. This is the dumbest podcast on your desk. I am Manny McDoucherson.
And I'm Clayton Kegg. And I was just wondering, have you ever peed on your boss's car?
Oh, my God.
No. I don't know, maybe. Wow, that's a really good question. You know, that's a good way to start with the question of all questions. You know what? Email us at dpoyd@gmail.com to let us know if you ever literally peed on your boss's car, or have you ever done anything to your boss's car. Honestly, I have. Oh God, I was told this one time, if I ever want to fuck up the paint job of a boss's car, was to slap some baloney on that bitch.
And that does work. It does.
I've never done it before, but I ain't gonna lie. There was a few times with a couple of bosses, I straight up wanted to fucking fuck they shit up, man. It's so fucking bad. Like all I need is just one piece of bologna, and I'm pretty sure I got one in the crib somewhere.
Yeah. I got kicked out of the mill one time. No, this is funny. I was doing some subcontractor work at the mill, and safety inspector, I had no idea it was a safety inspector, came up to me. Now, keep in mind, I'm in a brake trailer, which is literally blocks away from the actual mill at this point. Like, I mean, it's obviously on the same property, but it's a good distance away.
Those of you from Pittsburgh would understand. A mill is huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
And
it's super huge.
Like my urethra.
Oh my God, it's so huge.
So at any rate, I see what you're doing, and it ain't gonna happen. So, again, brake trailer. It's a ways away from the actual mill. So I'm standing outside the trailer, smoking a cigarette. I had my hard hat off, and I didn't have earplugs in. This guy, I'd never seen him before this moment, walks up to me and just instantly, "Where's your fucking hard hat and fucking earplugs?" And that's exactly how he said it to me. And I'm like, "Well, I could ask you the same about your fucking earplugs." And he goes, and this is the point where he pulls out his name tag that shows he's the fucking inspector. That comes around and makes sure the crew is properly wearing their equipment.
PPE, proper protective equipment.
Exactly.
Like, if you don't know, oh God, you better fucking learn.
So,
for real.
This is the day me and this guy became fucking mortal enemies. For the rest of the time I'm there.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
No, absolutely fuck this guy, especially when you hear this part of it. So weeks go by. I'm asked to work over. I was about to get off work. They asked me to work another shift. So I'm like, yeah, sure. So now I'm doing 16 hours in a fucking mill that is like basically working in hell. Anybody working in a fucking mill knows exactly what I'm talking about. It is hot as fucking balls. And I'm already
balls
drained.
Get pretty hot. I mean, seriously, balls get hot.
They do.
Woo.
Yeah, oh yeah. So I
refer back to the maxi pads and the gooch grease.
You make your own grease. But at any rate, yeah. So, you know, now I'm working over. I'm working 16 hours, and again, anybody working 16 hours in a mill setting, it is definitely by far way different than any other work setting. It really is. The pay is good, though. The pay is fucking great.
Yeah, because it's one thing working on a route. Well, okay, let me rephrase this. From region standards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, from our region standards, working on a roof in the summer does not compare to working in a mill, especially if you're anywhere near the furnaces or anywhere near the extruders and the extrusions and whatnot.
Yeah,
and so you're gonna get, man. My mom actually I can't remember the full details, but my mom actually slipped and fell and then ended up falling on a hot plate and ended up burning like, significant. I mean, super significant portion of her fucking
That
body.
metal's hot as fuck there,
Oh,
too.
she was out. Oh, she was out for a long time.
I'm
dude.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've seen some pretty brutal injuries in the mill during my time in and out of them. I've seen a guy get burned literally in half from a molten metal pot that goes across the top into some other section of the mill.
Oh, yeah.
And it hit like a little skit real quick, and the bucket kind of tipped. And it wasn't even like a huge amount that landed on this guy, but it straight up burned half of him.
Oh, it literally
easily.
It literally could have been the size.
Oh,
of,
yeah.
It could have been the size of a dime. If it would have landed on his head, he would have been dead.
No, honestly, I do believe from his injuries, he did later die from that.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
And I was not far from him when this happened. That was fucking brutal.
Oh yeah.
But no, back to this guy. So,
all right, pause.
Yeah.
Plug in your laptop.
Plug it into what?
Into your, like, what do you mean plug it into what? No, when I saw your screen turn off, that's when I realized that your laptop wasn't plugged in.
But at any rate, so back to this guy. So now I'm working a 16-hour shift. They go to send me on the second lunch. And I asked the guy, I told my supervisor, like, don't send me on break. I will sit down and fall asleep. I know I will.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucking drained by this point, you know?
Oh, yeah. Which is why I refuse to work 16 hours.
Oh, man, it's brutal.
Yeah. You know what? I'm definitely good at 10.
Yeah,
like,
like 10 or 12. I could do 12.
Yes, I could do 12s. I'm just not gonna want to do them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. But 10s, yeah, I can do, you know, at least a good 4 or 5 10s in a row, especially if I get 2 days off. I could do 4 or 5 10s in a row.
And if I was getting the kind of pay you were getting, I would absolutely be all about it too. But where I'm working, that's not an option for me.
Anywho,
so back to this guy. So my supervisor, I argued with him about it. He's like, "No, I have to. It's legally I have to."
Which is also true for
it is,
region.
And I know that. I do know that. But at the same time, I was a little upset because I knew what was going to happen. So I go all the way to the brake trailer, and literally, I swear to God, as soon as I sat down, you know, I was out. The same fucking safety inspector comes walking into that brake trailer. Now, keep in mind, there's 4 of us in this trailer. 3 of us were actually asleep. 3. It wasn't just me. He singled me out of 3 people, and he had to wake every one of us up and told me I had to leave the premises. And I'm like, no. You're going to hold me accountable. What about those 2? You know what I mean? Like, how are they not getting kicked out of here for the same thing that I was just doing?
You know what? It is one thing to fucking snitch on a motherfucker that's right across from you, but then at the same time, it's like, yo, seriously.
Hey,
seriously.
To be honest, call me a snitch if you want in that particular moment, because I was like, no, I don't give a fuck. And yeah, obviously they were right there. I'm looking them both dead in the eye, like, what about these motherfuckers? Like, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, I get it because I would have done the same fucking thing. Because it's one thing to be like behind somebody's back, go to a fucking supervisor or something like that, and be like, "Hey, these motherfuckers were sleeping."
Yeah,
but you right there. It's like, okay, let's say you were on my job site before I quit my job. If you were on my job site and me and you were smoking weed, actually more than likely the 2 of us before I quit that job would have been smoking.
That's almost a guarantee.
Would have been smoking weed and doing coke and probably even fucking drinking during fucking lunch.
And that was that time period. I do remember this time period you're referring to.
It would be like doing that, and then the supervisor gonna single you out, and then you gonna be like, "What about this motherfucker?" I'm gonna sit there and be like, hey, I'm gonna be a little pissed, but at the same time, I mean, hey, dude, I don't blame you.
Yeah, right.
Like, we were both doing it. You got called out for it, and I was the one that had the fucking mirror in my fucking hands.
And I feel like that's exactly how that would go. I'd be the one singled out, while you're like, yeah, that motherfucker. But man, at any rate,
man, that's fucking wild. No, because I've seen people get singled out like that before in workspaces. I've been singled out like that before. You gonna get on me for not wearing earplugs, but you gonna watch this freeholero just walk past me.
That's the thing. In that
seriously.
moment, in that moment, safety inspector comes up to me without his earplugs in, talking about my fucking earplugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm like, dude, do you understand how stupid you look right now? You know what I mean? So at any rate, so this escalates, right? Because now I'm like singling these two out because I got singled out of 3 fucking people, you know, and so those 2 guys were pissed, you know, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You want to do something? Meet me in the fucking parking lot. I don't give a shit. You know, I had no fucks to give in this moment.
Oh, but he definitely had 2 kegs to throw. I don't know.
Oh, dude, there would have been some kegs flying for sure. So at any rate, and this is how livid I am. The safety inspector still kind of giving me shit. Obviously, you know, now he's bitching at me. He's getting louder. And I'm like thinking, and this is younger me, because this happened years ago. So this is younger me, and you know, my temper was even worse when I was younger.
Yeah, which now that I think about it, I'm surprised that when I met you and that temper was like that it never got elevated towards me. But I do know one good reason why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, man, either way, we were instantly like fucking cool to begin with.
No, I was talking about weed.
Oh, no. I'm still talking about it. Either way.
Yeah, moving on.
So now it's elevated, right? He's still going on. Now he's getting louder. Again, younger me. I straight up grabbed this dude by the throat. Next thing I know, there's 3 dudes pulling me off, and then security pulls up on me, rips me out of this trailer. They straight up fucking took me to the front gate. Now I knew which car was the safety inspector's.
Yeah.
Before I left, I absolutely pissed on the door handle, the fucking windshield, this tire, anything part of this car. But I straight up went for that handle for a reason. Because no matter what, he's grabbing that door handle. Now he's got my fucking piss on his hands, and I'm sitting back going, ha ha, fuck you.
It also doesn't help that piss is acidic.
Oh,
it's not super acidic.
No, there is. Well, it also depends, and I still drink a lot of beer then too, so it was probably pretty acidic.
Dude, at that point in time, beer and salt. So yes,
yes,
sure.
absolutely.
Wow, for some strange reason, I'm having a flashback of peeing on somebody's door handle of their car. Oh, dude, I got one for you. Oh, back in the 90s, it wasn't something that I did, but straight up, me and my mom came out of our local mall.
Yeah,
we came out of our local mall, and straight up, there was a fucking used condom. It wasn't on a door handle because even the van at the time was like a 91 or 92. So the handles, you like, unless you actually pulled on the handle and whatnot, then that's the only way you're gonna get that fucker to stick.
Right.
Anyway, there was this the way to open the back hatch, you had to twist this thing that actually stuck out, and then what they did was just hang it on it and then just dipped. Wow, man. Even though for some strange reason I still have some vague memory of peeing on somebody's fucking car.
Oh, I got another one that's even worse than that I've done to somebody.
I got a quick one.
I should say somebody's car.
I got a quick one. Man, I don't know how deep this is going to get within Hobart lore or Valpo lore. But man, there was this one time I was at this punk show in Valpo. I can't remember the name of the spot, and the craziest thing fucking happened where I guess this girl at the time, because we were all like 19, 20 or something like that. It was before I actually met you.
Right.
So this girl at the time, and I was also a young piece of shit.
Who wasn't?
But apparently she was inside listening to the band. I was outside like smoking. Well, not actually at that point. I don't think I smoked weed yet. Well, anyway, moving on. I was outside, and straight up, this girl gets hit with a water bottle full of fucking piss. No, dude, it's
God damn it! I wish I was there.
dude, as funny as that fucking sounds, it was someone that I actually knew at the time. I didn't know her super well, but I knew her well enough with the other people that I was hanging out with at the time. And straight up, somebody tells her that I did it. And I look at her like, what are you talking about? Like somebody said that you threw a bottle of piss at me inside there. Like I've been out here talking to these people. I don't know where the fuck you got this from. Like for real, I was not in there.
Right. So you're probably thinking, bottle of piss. What the fuck are you talking about?
Seriously, like, I have no idea. Like, if I remember correctly, I could have swore that I was the one that took her and like 5 other people that was crammed in a 1991 Chevy Skylark 2-door.
No shit,
dude. It's fucking 2-door. Like it was me, and like I straight up told him like, ain't nobody sitting on top of this center console. Like no, it was like y'all gonna have to cram back there. And man, there was like 4 people sandwiched
looking
together,
like a fucking pyramid.
Dude, it was so fucking wild. I was just telling somebody about this recently. There was 4 people like straight up sandwiched together in this 1991 2-door fucking car in a back fucking seat. And then there was a girl just like straight up like laying on top of every fucking one of them. And then me and someone else in the fucking front seat.
Oh my God.
Wow.
All right, man. Let's get to some headlines, huh?
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I do have another one about what I did to somebody's car, but we'll save that for another show.
Dude, back to fucking memory lane. And I was literally talking about this to somebody recently. All right.
1 for the doctor.
2 for the doctor. All right. Well, apparently I'm going to be editing out that 10 seconds.
I
don't know, 10
less
seconds?
than that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh. Okay, maybe 10. I thought you said something else.
No, I did say 30.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. All right, moving on.
All right. So my first headline is, man, when I first came across this, it was really amazing to me. A trailer park urges residents not to talk about a 13-foot cat-eating python in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, that's a good place.
Right. Oh God, dude! If this was a year ago, that place would be the most amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although if it was further back than that, probably.
No, it would be, but we'd be in jail. For sure. So this comes from KFOR. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm not from Oklahoma City, so hey, it's not my problem. Management of a South Oklahoma City mobile home park urged the residents this week, which is months ago from the time you're hearing this.
Oh yeah, easily.
Not to speak about a 13-foot cat-eating albino python. Oh, God, I didn't realize the fucker was even albino. I think albino pythons are borderline on endangered species, too.
Oh, yeah. Dude, those things look so cool, though, man.
They do.
So fucking cool. Those red eyes, fucking white scales. Oh, man.
Dude, for real. I was watching the Pet Collective on my fucking TV and straight up saw a fucking what seemed like a 17 to 20 fucking foot python just chilling with this little, what I assume is like a 5 or 6 year old girl.
No shit.
Because I mean,
huh?
she was really fucking young, and I'm like, really, you just got this fucking big ass snake just chilling by your kid like this? Hey,
a lot of faith in that thing.
Hey, black folks ain't doing that shit. Man, dude, for the longest time I've been saying that I need to start that fucking that YouTube. Oh God, there's a picture.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, that is, dude.
Wow.
Honestly, that thing is nice, and it is pretty fucking good size.
Dude, that thing almost looks like it could be about like 12 to like 15 feet.
Right,
there.
I feel like they definitely underrated the size of it because after seeing that picture, this thing is big.
The only reason they finally did something was because a resident snapped a picture. Wow. Them sending out a warning to us to not talk to media. It's intimidating all the way. Wow. A resident wanting to remain anonymous in fear of eviction from management. Wow. Dude, this makes me think that our local trailer parks are actually not as bad as I thought they was.
Right. Well, and that also brings me back to something you had said earlier during my whole intro speech.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying too. The whole fucking snitches thing, come on, man.
Yeah.
At least I had the balls to fucking rat them out right to their face in front of the guy. You know what I mean? I'm not going to fucking go behind their back.
Yeah. Yeah, but I said that would be something where you could be considered a snitch, but I would have done the same thing. I didn't go behind their back and say some shit.
I looked them dead in their eye when I said, I can give a fuck.
Like, hey, what about these motherfuckers right here?
Right.
Like,
So to me, that's a little different than snitching. Now, this guy absolutely snitched and then wanted to be anonymous about it.
The snake was originally thought to be 5 feet long and a ball python, but when an expert was hired, he told KFOR that it was a reticulated python and was around 13 feet long and eating the cats. Now, what's even funny is I took a quick guess and said, what did I say, like 12 to 15?
Yeah, 12 to 15, yeah.
Yeah, I was really surprised that I got within that much.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, you can tell he's been
But I again, the thing is big, but it doesn't look like it's big enough to eat a fucking cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess it depends on the size of the cat. I don't see it eating huge ass cats. That's not a very it's big, but it's not to me big enough to do something like that to a bigger cat.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but if you think of let's say in my neighborhood, the street cats.
Yeah, no, some of those are pretty big around here, man. I've seen them.
No, well, but not all of them. But not all.
Not all.
Like
no, you're right.
Like a lot of them are.
So maybe like the wild kittens. Maybe I could see him eating, but I don't know.
No, I still think that he could eat a cat, but just not a fat cat.
Okay.
I mean, I even think that he probably could still eat a fat cat. Like that motherfucker just gonna be chilling in one spot for a very long time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I don't know, man. To me it doesn't seem big enough to do all that. I could see a kitten and then maybe just a little bit bigger than a kitten. Again, it's a big snake, but it's not that big of a snake.
Oh, check this out. The trailer, that the snake is at is just a couple of blocks near the pool, and they closed that this summer. But we had no clue why. They knew that this snake was out, and that and that having residents in the pool might not be the safest choice. Like, well, no fucking shit.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, if it's eating
time,
cats, I mean,
like, why in the fuck did you just say something to your fucking? We're like, yo, be on the lookout for a snake, like for real. If it's eating a cat. This snake is gonna fucking it probably ain't gonna bite a human being, but
I mean it's had taste of fucking wild animals, maybe.
Okay.
I mean it still has blood, yeah, it's still a fucking snake either way, man. So I'm sure it could bite somebody, and it probably would.
Yeah, a fucking dog would fucking bite somebody.
Yeah,
especially the smaller ones.
Oh,
Remember this, folks.
Assholes.
Remember the smaller dogs are angrier than any other fucking dog.
I get it because they're fucking small. I'm not a big tall guy, so I get it.
They're born that way. For fucking real. These little bastards. Oh man, when Jersey Mike come on fucking next episode.
Week, yeah.
Yeah, when Jersey Mike come on next episode, I need to bring up the fact that his motherfucking dog bit me in the ankle and almost kicked that little motherfucker. For real. Almost straight up looked at this dog and fucking kicked it right in his motherfucking face. But I had to stop myself. Like, this dog just came out of nowhere and just started biting on my motherfucking ankles. It's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I almost kicked that little
That's a good thing he wasn't any taller, huh?
Man, but even then, I would have fucking just kneed that fucking motherfucker and got in the side of the head.
You got a hold of your fucking testicle, your knee in the motherfucker.
Yeah, you fucking damn right. Fucking goddamn right. All right. So, lastly, the park is owned by Yes Communities. An email and phone call were made to their media relations department, and of course, no heard back. Off the property, a man in a Yes Community shirt spoke with KFR, saying that staff only knew about the snake when the picture was posted and gained traction, which seems to also be bullshit because even when they closed the pool, they should have still said something once they found out that there was a snake. And why didn't residents get notified of why the pool was closed?
Yeah.
He also said the length of the snake was more likely 5 feet long, which I can say right now from the picture that the keg and myself saw. Oh, for sure.
That's definitely bigger than 5 feet. There's no doubt.
Now, I'm going to be honest. Part of the snake was actually being covered up by.
So it could even be bigger than what we actually seen in the picture. Yeah,
true. Yeah. So it could have been bigger. So I assume from what looked like easily 5 feet sticking out from where it was coming out of.
Yeah, that's still more than 5 feet.
Well, I was going to say about like 6 or 7 feet.
Yeah, I would agree. Maybe 7. Yeah.
From the size of the snake that was sticking out from where it was pinned at. I mean, that was definitely still a good portion of his digestion system. So, in my opinion, yeah, I ain't no fucking like snake master or nothing like that. But yeah, there was definitely still a good minimum, at bare minimum, 5 feet from where we saw it.
All right.
No, that's just saying bare minimum.
Yeah, I see the same picture. So yeah, I do agree. Like this thing could be bigger. Because you only seen so much because it was literally tucking under and going under a trailer. So, yeah. So, let me ask you this. You ever want to go to Paris?
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a Paris somewhere in the United States, but I don't think that's where you're going with this.
No, I'm not going United States style. No, but there is a couple actual Paris, U.S. cities.
You know, every time I tell somebody that there's a Gary, Texas, they look at me like I'm crazy.
Oh, no, there is.
I can work with a guy from Texas. I say, did you know that there's a Gary, Texas? He kind of looked at me like, I don't think you know what you're talking about. Look it up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, there's a hell Michigan. There's a hell New Jersey.
I think there's a nowhere Illinois.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think so. I remember going through there on my way to Springfield. And I swear it looked like it, or it might not be nowhere, but it was something similar to it that was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
It made me really wish that I had, that would have been one time that I wish I would have had social media. God, I was dressed up in a Charmin Bear costume for a fucking weekend. True story.
The fact that he committed to the whole weekend is amazing.
Actually, that's not true. It was one day I had to be.
See, now the story changes. I gave you kudos, and you're gonna fuck it up.
You know what? Email us at yourstoriesdpoyd@gmail.com. Have you had to be in some type of mascot costume? Let me rephrase this. You decided to be in a mascot costume, not for college, but straight up for money because you were broke at the time and had to drive across state lines to go be in this costume.
All right, so now that's a whole new thing. I didn't know there was money involved. I would have obviously absolutely did the same thing probably for a six-pack. So, yeah, I mean.
Dude, it was like $14 an hour at the time almost 20 years ago.
I absolutely would have done that shit. Hell yeah. So, but no, I was not getting at any travel in the United States. If you ever want to go to Paris, I'm just going to tell you now, currently that's not a good time.
Oh, shit. Gonna learn today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's for Paris.
Fucking Paris. Apparently, and this sounds like it would be a great C-rating horror movie.
Which I've been watching a lot of lately.
Hey, some of those terrible ones end up better than you think because a lot of people didn't give it a chance.
You know what? I have been finding out that this is getting off subject.
No, well, that's what we do.
Yes. But I have been finding out that like a lot of found footage stuff is actually a lot better than I expected.
Yeah. I do like a lot of those. Yeah.
Like in my opinion, as much as people have talked good things and bad things about Blair Witch, I think Blair Witch being
it was okay.
it was a good starting point for the found
I
footage
mean, yeah,
genre. After that.
I will give you that. It did kind of open up the doors for that
sure.
style. Yeah.
Oh, for sure, man. There's been a lot of good found footage shit. There's goddamn, I can't think of the name of it. No, well, yeah.
Yeah, VHS has a couple of good ones in there.
Go on Tubi, watch number 4.
I have not seen 4. Yeah.
Yes, dude. Go on Tubi, watch number 4.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Dude, speaking of horror movies, I want to watch Feast. For real. I haven't seen that fucking movie in forever. I want to watch Feast.
You own the motherfucker. That's
I
even
own
funny.
all 3, and that's the sad part.
I know, and that is the sad part. But moving on back to what I was saying.
Yeah, because this is still like a horror story.
Oh yeah, no, this definitely is.
Man, I'd be madder than a motherfucker if this happened.
And I mean, with what's going on here, it is actually fucked up because it's hard to get rid of these fuckers. So there is bed bugs taking over Paris. They're talking. They're in their hotels. Oh yeah, dude. I can only imagine if they were really huge. That's exactly what you'd hear.
Oh god,
they latch on to you. I use.
Oh my god, Alfonso Ribeiro in movie Ticks.
Oh god damn it! Yes.
Oh my god, because that motherfucker
that
lashed on his motherfucking
movie.
leg, dude. That motherfucker lashed on his leg like a
That
goddamn
movie
bed
is
bug.
so terrible.
But that movie is so much fun to watch just to see Alfonso Ribeiro be be a
eaten by a
thug.
tick.
No, to be a fucking thug nigga, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, he was a hood nigga in that motherfucking movie.
He
dude.
does not fit that part very well at all.
No, dude, he does not. But he fucking played that shit fucking well though. I mean, hey, I'm sorry, I'm just saying.
No,
Alfonso,
he did. Yeah, better than what I thought. Because at first tell me you didn't laugh when you first seen him before he said a fucking word.
Yeah,
I definitely
sure.
did. I definitely did.
Sure.
And then I'm like, what the fuck? And then, like, a little bit down the line, you're like, okay, he's actually doing pretty well with it for the kind of low budget film this is.
Oh yeah.
Dude, yeah, I'll give it to you. He definitely did better than I thought he would.
Dude, there was another actor. He's younger than Alfonso Ribeiro. I can't remember the TV show he was in, but he always played a hood dude. He ended up playing. Did you ever watch Ray?
Yeah.
He ended up playing Herbie Hancock.
Oh.
Yeah, that nigga.
Yeah, no, I have seen him in a bunch of shit. Yeah, he is.
Dude,
he does convincingly convey those parts. He really does.
Dude, he hated playing that.
Yeah,
well, I wouldn't say hated, but it wasn't.
It wasn't what he wanted.
No,
but
not
dude,
at all.
he did it so convincingly.
He did. For
sure. Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about. No, he was fucking good.
He was in a TV show,
and he was never like a
nigga.
main character. And he was always kind of like a sidekick to somebody with that character.
Oh my god, fucking Sasha Mitchell from.
Yeah. I already know where you're going.
We'll stop there. If you don't know about Sasha Mitchell, look that nigga up on your own. For fucking real.
So at any rate, they're talking that these bed bugs are obviously in hotels, they're in houses, they're in coffee shops, they're on trains.
They're playing kickboxer next to fucking Sasha Mitchell.
So if you ever want to go to Paris, I would wait. I would just fucking wait.
Oh, for sure.
And again, this would be a great fucking like C rating horror movie.
Oh yeah.
Just fucking, and I will say, man, like they are a pain in the ass to get rid of, man. I've known people that have had them, and it is a struggle to fucking get rid of them bastards. They are they're like roaches in a sense, but much, much smaller.
Okay. Like we do kind of keep track of who's downloading our stuff and whatnot. So
localized, yeah. I mean, like a local idea.
Just in general.
Yeah,
so in our region, if we have a mattress that is full of bed bugs, we literally, and I mean literally, have to cover that mattress in plastic. I mean, completely covered in plastic, and have to be able to and when we set it out for them to pick it up, we have to tag it as having bed bugs. All right, pause.
Pausing.
Yo. Yeah, I'm in the middle of recording. Give us about another 20 minutes. All right.
Here?
No. Well, I hope not. I just told. Okay. So when we literally have to get rid of our mattresses that are full of bed bugs, we have to wrap them in plastic, and we have to let them know that it's got bed bugs in it, because otherwise they will not pick that stuff up, for the main reason they don't want to end up having to take any of that stuff home with them. And also in a city next door to both of where we live, if you do that, you have to let them know that that's what they're picking up. Because in one city not too far from where we are, straight up, you can let them know, like, hey, we got this much stuff, and we need y'all to come pick it up. They'll like tell you a day, the garbage truck will come get it, and they straight up ask you, do you have any mattresses? Yes or no. Are those mattresses filled with bed bugs or whatnot? Yes or no. And I mean, for real, it's a serious thing when it comes to bed bugs.
Oh yeah, no, they do not fuck around with it. No.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. We got the new. I actually forgot that I was gonna bring this one up to you. Are you bringing up the douche of the week, or do I still need to?
We had douche of the week already?
No, we're not there.
No. You go ahead.
No, I was gonna do this story, but this dude could be considered douche of the week.
Well, we did not actually discuss which one we were gonna go with.
True. All right, so no, I'll move on to this other one.
All right.
No, well, I really do like this one, mainly because this is a person who didn't know much about the United States because she's from another country.
Yeah.
And I think it's really amazing that there was a student who was excited to move to Florida for college, but then she realized she applied to Miami University in Ohio.
Yeah. This is kind of going along with what we were just talking about just a little bit ago.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah. So I see the humor in this, and it's so fucking great.
Well, also, I really do like this story because I would have thought the same thing if I didn't live in a state right next to Ohio.
Yeah.
And then knowing that I could have swore that there was a city that was called Miami, Ohio.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
I thought the same thing, yeah, because I'm pretty
right.
sure I remember the same thing you remember.
Yeah.
And I've been all over Ohio, and I do believe I went through that place.
Yeah, I could have sworn that there was a Miami, Ohio, and I just thought that was really hilarious, but that could have been a college.
And I'm pretty sure it's right around Central Ohio, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I've been out that way like several times.
Hey, you know what? Look that up, and I'll get into the story. So when Valerie Doe applied to study at Miami University in 2019, she was excited by the prospect of spending her days lounging on beaches in the sun in Florida, surrounded by palm trees like she's seen in the movies, which is funny because it's not quite like you see it in the movies. Depending on, I ain't never been to Miami, but I know certain parts of Florida still have their opioid epidemic going on, so it all depends on what part of Florida you're in. At first, she wondered whether Ohio... Wait, no, I think I skipped a paragraph. Okay, there we go. As an international student living in Vietnam, which is the reason why I really don't... So there is a Miami, Ohio?
There used to be. Apparently, it no longer exists.
When did that happen?
That's what I'm trying to find out, actually.
All right, yeah, dig into that. All right, so she's a student from Vietnam. She obviously she couldn't visit the university unless she had, parents with a shitload of fucking money to send her to fucking America to find out, oh, I'm going to be in the middle of cornfields. At first, she wondered whether Ohio might be a district or a county in Florida, which I also don't blame her because of the fact, you're from Vietnam. You see Miami, you ain't gonna think of no place else. That be thinking like when you see Washington D.C. that there might be another Washington D.C. somewhere else in the United States.
Okay. So I could not get clarification on when that stopped becoming a city in Ohio, but they do have Miami County in Ohio. They also have Miami Villa in Ohio. And Miamisburg in Ohio.
Miamisburg.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So it does not say, however, why that became a non-city in Ohio anymore. But there was a city called Miami at one point, and I feel like it was probably recently that they got rid of it because I do remember going through Miami, Ohio, going to a show actually.
All right, no disrespect to the Jews. No, but seriously, no disrespect.
Okay,
no disrespect to
obviously.
no disrespect to the Jews. But I'm pretty sure Miamisburg is a safe haven for you. If not, I would be. That would be the. Oh my God!
I can totally see this. I honestly,
if you live in Miamisburg, email us dboyd@gmail.com for fucking real. I want to know what it's like in Miamisburg.
yes, please let us know.
Like for fucking real. Because man, dude, I feel like it's bigger than we fucking think.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
dude, I figure like it's our Maryville. And it's
I
like
can
big,
see that.
like it's like pretty big, but it's still considered a town.
Yeah,
I feel like
I
it's
can
just
honestly
like
see
that.
that. I can honestly see that.
Fuck yeah.
It's almost like in Pennsylvania, and I did some work out there. I did a couple shows out there. They have a lot of Amish out there. There's a huge Amish community out there.
Then that's probably why that is.
And actually, specifically, where I was actually doing a lot of work at was around Greensburg.
Oh, yeah.
Greensburg, Pennsylvania. And
Yeah,
dude. There's a huge.
There's a Greensburg, Mississippi, but
I think you're right. I think you're right on that. But yeah, Greensburg, they do have a huge Amish community out there, and I actually got to know a couple of them. Like we actually hired a couple of them, ironically enough, on the job site we were on.
Okay.
So we hired a couple of them, and one of them. He was originally an Amish person. He got excommunicated. There was reasons that were never confirmed, so I don't know why. I didn't really care either because the guy was cool. Yeah, it was cool. We called him Broken Wagon Wheel.
All right. So after spending some time researching, Doe said that she realized Miami University in Ohio had a good business school. She decided to accept the offer, and she moved from Vietnam to Ohio. In a video she posted in October, Doe is sitting in front of her laptop as she mimes along to some song, gestures dramatically. I should have read this more, but when someone says "Go to hell," but I am studying abroad at Miami University of Ohio. I thought it was Miami, Florida, and did not realize. There are no beaches here. It's just cornfields and in the middle of nowhere.
Is she blonde? I just want to know.
She's Vietnamese. So what the fuck do you think?
Yeah, I didn't hear the part that she was Vietnamese, so that's even better.
No, I never said she was Vietnamese. I said she's from.
That's why I didn't hear it.
I said she's from Vietnam. Dude, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me backtrack here. Okay, hold on. Let me backtrack here. All right, okay, yeah. I did say this as an international student living in Vietnam.
See, I did not hear that part.
Yeah. You want to know why you didn't hear that?
Moving on.
Yep. All right. One viewer asked her if she'd Google the school, and Doe responded in a follow-up video. She said she hadn't researched the university until she had been accepted, which I don't blame her.
Right. You hear Miami school.
Miami University?
Yeah.
I'm going to Florida, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I would assume the
It's
same.
like all you other Vietnamese can, instead of eat my ass, just send me off with a bunch of great gifts.
Maybe they did that to international students because they're like, they won't know the difference. They've never been here.
But she decided to accept the offer because of the financial aid that she was offered and the scholarship they gave her, the safety of the area, and the business program. Now, this is there was one part of this that I really wanted to read. Oh, no, here it is.
I bet they did, though. I bet they did.
All right, I wasn't listening. Anyway,
Of course not.
I'm probably going to keep all that in too.
I would. I definitely
But she
would.
told Insider that the criticism doesn't bother her because she is happy she ended up in Ohio instead of Florida. She said she and her friends had visited Miami, Florida during spring break of her freshman year. And that, despite the nice beaches and the great city life, she didn't feel as safe as she does in Ohio, which which is a bit interesting because, one, I feel like in Florida, you're going to deal with almost the same amount of racism being Vietnamese as in Ohio. But then at the same time, I almost kind of feel like in Ohio, you might deal with more because it's going to go more to the Spanish folks in Florida. Because it's like dude, I can see some fucking Floridian asshole being like, I know you're Cuban. I know you're not supposed to fucking be here. And then they're just going to look at him like,
I brought bean dip.
So she says we literally had to switch our B&B to another one because we thought that there was some person trying to break in the middle of the night. So I don't blame her for feeling, safer in fucking Ohio than Florida, because at the same time, being a black person is many niggas. And I ain't saying black folks. I mean, as many niggas is in fucking Florida. Shit.
So,
and then to stand your ground, shit, fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, but you gotta stand your ground. Otherwise, you're just a fucking bitch. You know what I mean? And then what? You got nothing.
All right. So is that what I think it is?
So I do have a little something I wanted to touch base on. I know we're probably running a little low on time here.
Yeah. We'll just end on that.
No. I'll do this and then we can go into that. I'm just gonna touch base on this a little quick.
Okay.
So in Las Vegas, there are two roommates accused of binding and sexually assaulting a transgender woman. Now, this is what I want to touch base about. If they want a dick, they already live together. They're two males. They could have easily just jerked each other off.
Wait, that was the one you were bringing up? Wow. No, you threw me off guard with that one.
I know.
Okay.
And I wanted to do that. because you had
curveball, swing and a miss. All right.
But I mean, seriously, man. I get it. You want a dick. That's why you wanted this transgender woman. And, apparently he brought her back to the house. They met on a fucking dating site.
All right, wait. Douches of the week.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is douche one.
No, the douche is.
No. I still say the other one we're gonna cover.
No, we'll save that for the next one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, but at this point and at our time scale, yeah, we.
Okay, yeah. So these roommates. Apparently they wanted dick, so they pick up a fucking transgender woman. Actually, just one of them did. And they got into an altercation because the roommate of the guy that this transgender woman met up with was being fucking basically rude and loud or whatever. So there was an altercation. They ended up fucking... they did end up fucking, technically, at this point.
They weren't fucking when the altercation happened?
Oh, if they did, then I don't know. Maybe that's considered rough sex at that point.
Right.
That's
where I'm confused.
No. Prior to this point, they were not fucking.
Okay, so the altercation happened, and then there was some fucking.
Then there was fucking, yes.
Okay.
Unrelented fucking for... Somebody didn't want the shit. They're like... Fuck you, bitch. So, they tied. So they get into an altercation, right? And
I think the way you're describing this is
yeah. No, and the funny thing is, so the guy that the trans woman met up with is the guy that actually she was altercating with because she said something about the roommate to the roommate. The roommate got shitty, so the guy that met up with her originally and brought her back to the house gets pissed off because their altercation. So he straight up punches her in the fucking jaw.
Oh, my God.
Knocked her the fuck out.
Jesus.
She wakes up to being tied, hands and wrists and feet getting tied up. One of them struck her again, knocked her out again. The next thing she remembers is trying to fight off, two people sexually assaulting her. They knock her out again. Next thing she knows, she's at home, doesn't know how she got there, whatever. They dropped her. I don't even think it was at her house. They dropped her off down the street. So get the fuck out of here, bitch. And the one guy said, "Now, if I get sheriffs and this and that at my house, I will kill you and your family." Either way, cops were called.
Douches of the week.
Yeah. They are facing some major charges for this sexual assault. there was a couple other charges I had seen, and now I can't fully remember them. But basically, all doing with beating the fuck out of her. She had several fucking. She went obviously to the hospital. She had a couple chipped teeth. They put her in bad shape, man. Put her in bad shape, and she's obviously lived and okay. Pressing charges on them.
Completely unnecessary.
I believe the last I seen their fucking bond is at like $40,000.
Yeah, we need to up that.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. They need to up that. Absolutely. That's what the court should be doing to them right now. Hey, by the way, another charge equals more of your money.
Was that in Florida too?
No, this was in Las Vegas.
In Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh my God, seriously?
Yeah, so I mean,
For
again,
some strange reason, I would expect that more in Florida, but in Vegas, I don't know why.
Well, again, these guys could have avoided all this. I mean, they just want a dick. They already are two guys that live together.
Yeah, they should have just sucked each other off and called it a fucking day.
Stroke each other, suck each other, fuck each other, whatever, man. You didn't have to go and get these charges put on you. If all you wanted was some dick, you had dick at your house.
They're like, yeah, you had each other's. Man, like I wanted to say some crazy shit, but I'm gonna let that go. All right, this has been an episode. Thank you for listening. You can catch us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast Index, Listen Notes, Pandora, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and Deezer. Also, rate us at least 3 stars. You don't have to rate us 5. We would like 5 stars, but you can rate us 3 stars. But we love the fact that you're listening to us. I mean,
oh my God,
we can't believe it. And, we're here. Like, I was going to say we're here for you, but we're not.
No, in a way, in a sense.
Like, we're to help you to get through your yard work, your whatever you got to do in your house. I literally have to clean my kitchen and my toilet and my bathroom. And then I say literally, I mean that literally. You got anything you want to say?
Well, thank you for putting off your toilet cleaning for, recording this episode. That was very fucking nice of you.
All right, it's been a podcast. Thank you very much. We're out.